Hello everybody, Roadhammer here with an important question, and I want to know why this isn't getting the acknowledgement that it should be getting. US trucking is in a quiet cyberstorm. Incidents have multiplied in recent years, and the systems that keep freight moving are now prime targets. This is a plain language situation report for American carriers, brokers, and drivers. Most public and industry sources agree on three things. 1. Cyber attacks affecting transportation have grown sharply since the early 2020s and are still climbing. 2. Many incidents never make the news because of NDAs, legal fears, and reputational risk. 3. Fleets that add basic protections and training are harder to hurt. So this is not hype. It's a real operational risk for US trucking, which moves most domestic freight and relies heavily on shared digital platforms. Now the main threats: first, ransomware and extortion. Attackers break in using stolen passwords or remote access tools. They steal data and threaten to leak it or keep systems offline unless they're paid. For a fleet, that can mean dispatch, TMS, or billing down for days. Smaller and mid-sized carriers are attractive targets, enough money to matter, usually without a security team. Second, social engineering and identity fraud. Most scams start with trust, not code, a convincing email, a phone call from someone who sounds right, or a fake carrier profile on a load board. Criminals use stolen MC numbers, cloned sites, and polished documents. With AI, they can write better emails and fake voices. Result: misdirected loads, diverted payments, and damaged relationships. Third, supply chain and vendor hits. The industry runs on a small set of TMS platforms, ELD and telematics vendors, load boards, factoring systems, and cloud tools. If one is hit, hundreds of fleets feel it. Even if your own network is clean, you can't dispatch if your vendor is locked up or offline. Most small carriers simply take whatever security terms are in the contract. Fourth, cyber-enabled cargo theft. Old school theft was bolt cutters and bad fences. Now more freight is stolen on paper and on screen. Thieves create fake brokers or carriers, hijack real accounts, and manipulate digital records to reroute freight or payments. Total losses run to tens of millions of dollars per day when fully counted. Strategic theft using fraud and data is taking a bigger slice every year. Finally, connected devices. ELDs, telematics boxes, and smart trailer gear are computers on wheels and walls. Many weren't built with strong security. Large-scale remote truck takeovers aren't happening today, but losing visibility, control of devices, or feeding bad data into operations can still hurt. What we don't know is just as important. There's no single mandatory cyber reporting system for motor carriers. A lot of events are handled quietly with lawyers, insurers, and vendors. Any precise numbers are partial at best. What we can say: incidents are rising, third-party failures matter, and the real totals are higher than what we see. So what should US carriers and brokers do? 4 basics. 1. Strengthen access. Turn on multi-factor authentication for email, TMS, ELD portals, banking, and major platforms. Avoid shared logins when you can. Lock down remote access tools and log their use. 2. Train on real scams. Show dispatch, billing, and drivers real examples of fake rate cons, bogus carriers, and suspicious bank change requests. Make callback and verification mandatory whenever money, banking, or routing changes. 3. Segment what matters. Keep dispatch and key systems on a more protected part of the network than general web browsing. Limit who can log into portals that control data, money, or freight. 4. Plan for when, not if. Know who you call if systems go down or an account is compromised. Keep offline copies of critical contacts and lanes. Test restoring at least one important system from backup. Then look outward. Ask vendors how they secure your data and how they will notify you if something goes wrong. Avoid putting every critical function with a single provider that could halt operations. Join industry groups or lists that share new scam patterns. The message to frontline staff is simple. Cyber risk is now part of trucking, like weather and safety. Most attacks start with a human decision: click, trust, or skip verification, not magic code. Using MFA, verifying changes, and speaking up when something feels off protect freight, paychecks, and jobs. Hello everybody, Roadhammer here with an important